Cherubimon gets some support in EX6, and he's actually pretty good. Let's get into it. So I'm not gonna lie, I recently learned that you can apply Alliance more than once. You could stack it, kind of use it at the same time, so you could essentially get Security Attack +3 with Alliance. We'll get into it. So, DGX, we're gonna do the Kokomon. Sucks, I need one to complete the alt arts. Kokomon, when an effect suspends one of your own Digimon, you get to draw one. This is fantastic because Alliance, you're suspending your own Digimon, so that's how you're going to trigger a lot of these effects. 4 of the new Lopmon. This new Lopmon line is actually really good. On play, you get to suspend one Digimon, and you could suspend yourself, and you could trigger Kokomon to draw one if you want. So you could do that. Digivolve 0 from Kokomon. If not, it's a 1 cost, but you are going to be playing Digimon with when you Digivolve into your level 6s from your hand or trash sometimes. So dropping the Lopmon, suspending your opponent's Digimon, so that way if they have a blocker, you can make sure you're going to go in there balls deep with Lions. And then the Inherit, one attack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Minus DP reduction can always be good, right? You could end up deleting a Floodgate. 4 of the EX4 Lopmon, searching, reveal 4, and you could get a 1/2 color green Digimon card and 1 Tamer. No, hold on. It says add 1/2 color green card. Okay, so you could get a Tamer or an option if it's dual colored, and 1 Tamer card was Shuchong. So now you could get her twice if you want, because she is dual colored, and then the rest go in the bottom of the deck in any order. The Inherit is your turn. When Alliance suspends one of your opponent, this Digimon may Digivolve into a 2-color green Digimon card in your hand, with the Digivolution reduced by 2. So this, correct me if I'm wrong, we'll get there, but I think this can trigger with the Shuchong, the new one. So now you can kind of Digivolve twice when you do attack. I think it'll be nuts. There we go, 4 of those just to help you reduce cost. Free for the most part. 2 of the starter deck 17 Lopmon just to give more Alliance. Now I have seen people run this at 4. You can. But since you're able to get stuff from the trash, you're able to play stuff from your hand, you're more than likely going to have Alliance. And then I'm focusing more on a lot of the Digimon having built-in Alliance themselves. That, yeah, in the long run, you can have multiple of Lopmons giving that Digimon Alliance. And when you do hit suspend all the Lopmons, possible you could do that. I was running 4, but I cut the other 2 for the starter deck Terriermon, which I think is just as good because, I mean, reduce play cost to play a Lopmon for 1 or a Tamer, reduce it by 2. I just think it's too good. And then the Inherit all turns when this Digimon is suspended, it gains 1000. Same thing with the Lopmon here with the Inherit. Now, since we're going to be playing a lot of level 3s, the new level 5 Antylamon lets you play a yellow or green Digimon from your hand level 3. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's go ahead and recover some. So, Lucimon, on play, recover +1. All turns, this Digimon can Digivolve into... Basically, you can't do anything with this. But this as an Alliance target is nuts. Because now you're just going to swing, tap this for Alliance after you play it from the Antylamon. Now that Antlamon's going to jump to 18k. And if you can't Digivolve, it's still ultimate. Now you're going to survive. Unless you hit an option. So, this has been working out really well for me. So, this is kind of the tech card. One of the tech cards in the deck is this Lucimon. 4 of the Cherubimon. Same thing as the Lopmon. On play and when Digivolving, you get to suspend 1 Digimon. This includes yourself. Digivolve 2 from Lopmon or Terriermon. If not, it'll cost 3. But we don't have to worry about that. And then the Inherit, same thing as the Lopmon. When you attack, give a Digimon minus 2000 DP. So you could stack both. Give something -4, which with the new Cherubimon can help when you do swing. Or when you Digivolve, right? 4 of the Wendimon from EX4. Really, I'm running 4 because it has Alliance built in. And, I mean, if I'm able to just keep swinging with Alliance, Wendimon and survives, then no, why not? And then the Inherit, end of attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon in play, return 1 green Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So there we go. You swing, and then you are able to bring back a card that was deleted, like a Lopmon or a Terriermon. It's not going to work for the Lucimon, but that's okay. There's other ways to bring them back. Now, 2 of the starter deck 17 Wendimon. I was doing 3 and 3, but I really wanted to have Alliance, and I know Lopmon could give it to you, but either way. Reason why I cut it is because of its on play, and when digivolving, delete level 3 or lower Digimon. So it's not it is mandatory, I'm sorry. So what if you don't want to delete your own Digimon, but you want to digivolve to end up going to a level 5, and you know, then you're kind of like, I don't want to delete it. So it could sometimes backfire on you in that case. But anyway, you could delete a level 3 or lower Digimon. And I say that in case your opponent doesn't have a level 3 to delete. Now you got to delete your own. And then if this effect deleted one of your Digimon, you may play one level 3 Digimon card with Cherubimon or Lopmon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. This is beautiful because when you do that, and let's say you ended up, I don't know, let's say you gave something Alliance, say you give another rookie Alliance, digivolve into Wendimon, pop this gives Alliance for the turn, and now pop this, bring it back, give it Alliance again, and if you do have another body, now you swing, you get to Alliance twice, and now security attack +3. Or of course, obviously the Cherubimon, and that way you can bring out a Tamer for 1, or if you want to search, right, start digging more into your deck, or if you are going to swing for game, and you need to suspend a blocker, not that one, you can just play out the Lopmon, the EX6 one. So it does have its benefits for sure. Some people are running the Rapidmon starter deck, the one that's a blocker, and when you block, you know, give something -4. That could work. I just kind of want to try it this way. Just want to stick to kind of more of a tribal. Although Lopmon is in tribal, you can definitely try out the Rapidmon. But then since I don't have many Cherubimons, you're going to be digivolving for 4 instead of 3. And even if you do play it off of effects, then it's still not going to have Armor Purge because you have no sources underneath. You just played it. But at least it gives you a blocker. So 4 of the new Antylamon, this card is great. So from Cherubimon or Wendimon, digivolve 3, and then you have Alliance built in. When digivolving, you may play 1 green or yellow level 3 Digimon card from the hand without paying the cost. So now this is where I'm telling you, you can start bringing out Lopmon from your hand, right? Bring out Lopmon, and you already have built-in Alliance. Go ahead and swing. Tap Lopmon after you recovered one, since you have on play. Now he's at 18k. You can swing over any Mega, even level 7s that they got, unless they have even Magnamons. So, and then end of attack by returning one of your other suspended Digimon to the hand. You may play a level 3 with the Beast trait from the hand without paying the cost. So you're able to recycle if you want. 2 of the EX4 Antylamon. From a 2 color with green, cost 3 if knotted before. All the colors are dual colors, so you don't have to worry about that. And then end of attack, you may play 1 green level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. So recycling again, if you don't have the Cherubimon or the Lopmon with Alliance, you can just bring it out after the end of attack. They suck that it's end of attack and not when attacking. And then the inherit end of attack once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon, return 1 green Digimon card from the trash to your hand. Same thing as a Wendimon from EX4. And rounding it off, just, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm running Lopmon. Let me just focus a little on the, you know, recovery. So here we go with the EX4 Antylamon. And I guess, yeah, they're both EX4, but the good one. Not the good one as in not the evil one, not the good one that's a better card. Anyway, so, has Alliance, end of attack. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, recover 1. And then end of attack, if you have another suspended Digimon in play, one of your Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So it's just, I mean, you could switch that around, but for sure 4 of these, the new Antylamon, this, you have a little leeway. I've seen some people run the Rapidmon from the starter deck, but then you have to pay the whole 4 cost. However, now you're getting protection from it, so it's a good trade-off, right? You're gonna get protection. Downfall of this deck was always protection. Is, you know, you build up, you swing, and then if you don't have enough DP, you get deleted. Or get an option and then you delete it, and now there goes your whole stack, and you got another suspended Digimon since you used Alliance anyway. So the Rapidmon is a good option for that if you want protection. Let's go with the level 6, just start right off the bat with the Ace. And we have 3. Has built-in Alliance, On play and when digivolving, you may play one green or yellow level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for each of your other Digimon. So this can be a good way to go over the Magna or just, clear board. Or if they're attacking and you blast and, lower their DP and they swing into security, they have a higher chance of getting deleted if you don't have enough Digimon. But this deck does a really good job at having a wide board. And this is another way of playing a Lopmon from your hand. One thing you could do, obviously he already has built-in alliance, assuming you have another Digimon on the field. And this is just, let's say you ended up having the Lopmon already, or it's still your turn, and now you are at 3, you play the Lopmon, and now you give Cherubimon alliance again. Now this is why my counters come in handy here. So now we got alliance, but we're going to have it twice. And that's why I got number dice too. So now we got it twice. And now you swing with the Cherubi, use alliance here to tap this, and then the other alliance to tap the Lopmon there. You got security attack +2. Well, pretty nice. But keep in mind this one, the on play when digivolving only would trigger for each Digimon that you have aside itself. So it's good, but like I said, if you only have that Cherubimon, you drop the Lopmon, now you're only giving something -4. Still a very good card nonetheless. So we got those Cherubimons, 2 of the starter deck 17 Cherubimon. Now, this one you could bump up to more, but we'll get there once I talk about the rest of the level 6s. Digivolve for 3 from Antylamon has built-in alliance. When digivolving, you may delete one level 4 or lower Digimon. Then you may play one level 4 or green, one level 4 or lower green or purple Digimon card from your hand or trash without paying the cost. And it's nice because now you could clear a Digimon. If they have a blocker, usually they're level 4, pop it. And now you can digivolve and you kind of get the same thing as Cherubimon, get to play a Digimon, but this is from your hand or trash. And then, obviously you can't play the Lopmon, but there you go if you want to give them double alliance in case you do have another Digimon. Or you want to suspend something. Or more importantly, if you want to suspend to go for game on play, get to suspend a Digimon. Trigger Kokomon and draw. One of the EX4 Cherubimon. This one I'm trying out. I actually had 3 and 3 of these Cherubimons, but I really want to try this out because in theory, I like what this card can do, especially with your inherits. So it has built-in alliance, Digivolve 3 from 2-color green Digimon, and then when digivolving and when attacking, it's not once per turn. So here we go. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -3,000 DP for the turn for each of your suspended Digimon. This card counts itself, so if you have alliance, now what sucks is that you don't play out a body, but even if you already had one there, right, from the Lopmon, I don't know, they can't kill it for whatever reason. So now you swing, trigger alliance. Now the one attacking will give it -6 to a Digimon. And now what I was saying here is the new inherits, or even the old one with the Antylamon. But these in here, what the hell am I champions? Excuse me. But now, if you do have these inherits, you got 2, 4, 6, 6, 3, and 3, 6, -12 when you attack. When digivolving, obviously he wouldn't count himself because he's not going to be suspended unless your level 5 is suspended and then you digivolve and then it will trigger. So that is why I like this Cherubimon in theory, and I think it works pretty well. I would like to run more, but I'm kind of sticking more to playing bodies when I do digivolve. Just think that's more beneficial. But that's a good way to go around Digimon for sure. So there's that Cherubimon. And then to round it off, we do have the 2 X-Antibodies. And let's see. In case you guys are wondering, like, dude, why don't you move up your cards or put them more in the center? Because then you'll get the glare. So that's why I have them right there. So Cherubimon X-Antibody. Digivolve 2 from Cherubimon. If not, Digivolve from a level 5, which you're really not going to do unless you want to swing over something that's kind of a life or death situation. It has built-in alliance. When Digivolving and when attacking once per turn, you may play one level 4 or lower yellow or green Digimon card from your hand or trash. I just want to point out Lopmon again, because there's another way to bring him back if he does die without paying the cost. Then, end of your turn, once per turn, if Cherubimon or X-Antibody is in its sources, you may delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. For each of your other Digimon, add 1 to this effect. So basically, where am I? If you only have that single stack, go into the Cherubimon, you play a Lopmon, recover 1, and now it's end of turn, you'll be able to pop a level 5 because it's level 4, and then it says other Digimon, 5. So, like I said, this deck could go whiteboard, and you would have no problem popping level 7s. And the reason I only run 2 is because the end of turn, you have to have the Cherubimon underneath. And honestly, like, you kind of don't really need them as much as you would think. Because you have Alliance, you're always chipping away, trying to OTK with this deck anyway. But you could definitely run 3 of if you want. I've seen people run 3. The new Shuchong Wong. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Beast, Beastkin, Holy Beast, or Cherub. Trade among them to the hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Disclaimer, I know I have quite a few new players on my channel. Whenever you guys see return the rest to the bottom of the deck, that means you can return them back however you want. It's kind of like a ghost rule that, like, whenever something returns to the bottom only, the top, it would have to say it. Like the Zubamon, the promo Zubamon says it. Or it doesn't say it. Anyway, I think you can just put them back in any order that you want. It's not going to say it, but you can do that. So if you got 3 Suzis, you're kind of SOL. But if you were to have, like, you know, like these 3, you're like, okay, well, which order do you want them? You're able to do it. Anyway, your turn. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Beastkin, Holy Beast, or Cherub trait in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. Now I was like, how are you going to trigger that? But then I'm like, oh yeah, Alliance. Duh. So it's cool, because that's when I was talking about... let me pull something out real quick. Here's where I was talking about with this Lopmon here, with the inherence of Alliance. You got the Wendimon, and if you already had a other Digimon on play, doesn't matter which one it is, you swing, you do Alliance here. Both of these triggered during your turn, so you have, besides player priority, because it has to be, it's your turn, you have discretion on which one you want to trigger first, because they're both triggered during your turn. If this one said when attacking, then this one would trigger first, and then let's say Susie, because that's her name in the English, right? Then Shuchong would trigger. So in this case, I think you could do either or. You could trigger the Lopmon, so you suspended a Digimon, Digivolve for 2, go to Antylamon for 1. So we're at 1. Then, oh, that's the old one. I wanted to do the new one. But no, this is perfect. Because end of attack here. End of attack, you can recover. Because you already declared the attack. Now if the attack is over, then you can recover. But in this case, we're not. We're going to swing with the Shuchong. But where I was going with, I'm kind of like all over the place, right? But going with the new one here. Do that. Play the Lopmon. This is what I'm talking about. Now you got 3 bodies. Now you can trigger the Shuchong. Now you can Digivolve the Antylamon. And now you can go into... If you're going to go... Well, even then you can just go into the Cherubimon starter deck 17. Delete a Digimon. Play something from hand or trash, if I'm not mistaken. You can play one from your hand or trash, whatever it says. I got another Alliance. But in that case, it's going to be too late to give it to the Cherubimon. Unless he unsuspends. And that is where the new Davis and Ken come in that I'm playing 2 of. Start your main phase. If you have a blue or green Digimon, gain 1 memory. So in this case, we have green, you would always gain 1. But in this case, going back to our combo here, Davis and Ken, what they do is when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, You may suspend this Tamer to unsuspend this Digimon. Now you did all that, swung with Alliance, and you unsuspended with Davis and Ken. And now this one can give it this Alliance. And the Antylamon triggers here, the end of attacks to trigger here. Now you can do it again, hit Alliance. And now that was, I think, 4 checks in one go. So there we go. That's kind of what you could do. Or if not, I mean, this isn't once per turn, the Lopmon, when you swing with Alliance. So then there, you would be able to Digivolve. Where are my level 6s? You would be able to where the hell did I put these cards? There you go. You would be able to Digivolve then for free into X, right? Because you could trigger Lopmon again. Then when Digivolving, now when attacking, you can play level 4 lower. You want to recover again. What's up with the Lopmon from the hand or trash? There we go. See, so this is really, this is nice. That is where I'm at as far as what you could do with these combos. Let me just put these back. And that is why I'm doing these 3 Tamers. You could do the Mimi if you want. The Mimi, if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon, you can tap her, you can hatch, or you can move up a hatched Digimon, and then you could swing, which is just as good, because then if you want a hybrid for game, it's kind of like a pseudo version of doing it. But if you don't have a level 5 or higher, you can't do it. So keep that in mind. This Davis and Ken is searchable from the Lopmon. Add 1 or 2 color green card and 1 Tamer card with Shuchong. So searchable from Lopmon. And it is searchable by Double Typhoon, which we do run some. We run 3 of the Double Typhoons. Double Typhoon, reveal 3 cards of the deck, add 1 green Digimon card and 1 such Tamer card among them to the hand, the rest go on the bottom. Delay, you may play 1 Cherubimon or Lopmon from the hand without paying the cost. This is perfect to end up giving multiple of alliances to a Digimon, right? For each one that you got. Or you could play the Cherubimon and then play this for 1. And now you could give something else alliance, and if it has alliance itself, now you got 2 targets. And now boom, you could go in, all the way in. Security effect, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon and then place this card in the battle area. I'm not running 4 because the space is kind of like, not only that, there's your Digimon, play your Digimon already by effects or when they Digivolve. So this card, like, although it's very good, it's not as crucial to have it. You could probably get away with doing a the training ones where you reveal 2 cards and then reduce the Digivolution cost. That's fine, but I like this because you're able to get Tamers and or a Digimon in one go. But you can do that with the training as well. I think it's called mental training for the green. And to round it off, just 2 Heaven's Judgments. Look, you got green yellow, and you got, I'm sorry, green purple and green yellow. That's what, 4 colors? 4 different colors. I don't think you have any other color, but that's, so this one, when you play it, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000. So play it, there's minus 6, and then minus 6 for each additional color you haven't played. So 6, 12, 18, 24. It's like using it when you have a Magnum on X. Isn't that crazy? You need this and this to do what you could do with just this and Magnumon. So we are doing 2 of Heaven's Judgment. This is kind of more of to get rid of bodies pretty quick. You could play around with these ratios, like I said. If your stack gets deleted, and then you have a level 4, and then you play a Heaven's Judgment, which you can play it, so long as you have a green Digimon or a Tamer. Now you got 6, 12, 18. So it's a very fast way for you to help clear the board and kind of, you know, control it in that sense. I am very excited for this deck. Again, you guys can pick these up at my Etsy shop. These are pretty good. Thank you so much for the orders that you guys have put in. It's awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video.